So if you are playing Legend of Elements, you probably want to know what is the best way to get stuff much cheaper when you are playing the game. And that's pretty much what I plan on talking about in this video. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about how you can avail 10 to 35% cashback on every purchase you make in the Legend of Elements. So let's get into that step by step. First thing first, if you are an iPhone user, you are probably going to need to download BlueStacks because you can only avail these bonuses on Android. However, you can keep your iPhone account. Nothing changes there. The only thing that changes is that you're going to be using the BlueStacks for your in-game purchases. And you know what? Having BlueStacks on your PC is very helpful, especially given that this game is like one of those AFK games where you can get prizes while being AFK. You probably don't want to leave your mobile phone unlocked throughout hours, but if it's on the PC, it's much easier. So go on your PC, download BlueStacks, and then we're going to go through the other steps. If you already have an Android, well, you don't have to download anything unless you really want to. The steps are going to be pretty much the same whether you're using an Android device or BlueStacks. Okay, let's jump into my BlueStacks. So you can see I already have Legend of Elements downloaded here, but let's assume you also did, but you downloaded it from the Google Play Store. Or firstly, you will have to uninstall the application because we need to download a different version of the game, which is going to be downloaded from Aptoide. Of course, you want to make sure that your account is already bound to, let's say, Facebook or something, because you definitely want to be able to log back in. So if it's not bound, do so. You should already have it bound anyway. You don't want to lose your account regardless of using the Aptoide benefits. So definitely bind it and then uninstall it. Okay, I'll do it just for the demonstration purposes. Then what I need you to do is download Aptoide through the link that I have provided. And that link is aptoide.en.aptoide.com. Or honestly, you could just Google Aptoide and click on the Aptoide link. Just search Aptoide and it's going to show up here. And you can just download the application if you don't already have it. Once you click download, it's going to start downloading. And once you have it, it's going to show up as one of these icons over here. The next step is to use my link to download the game. And the link and pretty much all of those steps you can actually find in the description of this video as well. The link is aptoide.de/SKYLOE, which is actually our first promo code, which we're going to get to in a bit. Click enter. It's going to take you to Aptoide. It's going to take you to the link of this game. You click download and it's going to start downloading. And by the way, this is the Aptoide store that you downloaded it from. And when the download is done, just install it. Boom. App installed. Let's do done for now. And let's go back to the home screen. You can see the Legend of Elements back here, which is great. This is the Aptoide version of the game, which is exactly what we need. The next step is to download the Aptoide Wallet, which is now known as Aptoide Wallet. So I'm going to go to Aptoide and I'm going to search up Aptoide Wallet. And there you go. That is pretty much what we need to download. Let's go here. In my case, it's update. In your case, it's going to be download. You will download it. And as you can imagine, in my case, it's going to update the name as well because I had the previous version, which was the Aptoide Wallet and not the Aptoide Wallet. And there we go. It's installing now. And now we're going to click open. And here we go. We have the Aptoide Wallet. In my case, it does have some balance already because I obviously use my Aptoide Wallet as well. But let's go over to the next step. Legend of Elements. Let's open the game. And obviously it's going to load up because it's a new version of the game. We're going to go through the tutorial again. Well, that's not that much fun. Let's try to breeze through this as fast as possible. Luckily, they allow you to get into settings fairly quickly. You don't have to go through the whole tutorial. And what I'm going to do is switch account, log into a different account. I'm going to log in with Facebook and you can see my old account getting logged in. And there we have it. We are back in. And there we go, we're getting some of these currencies, which is great. Now, the next step is actually pretty straightforward. Now that we're already in the game, this is going to be, in your case, you're going to be in your own account. We're going to go to the Aptoide Wallet. We're going to go in rewards. and we're going to enter a promo code, and that is going to be SKYLOE, right? In my case, I already put it in. I'm going to remove it for you guys, and then I'm going to add SKYLOE back. Keep in mind the promo code does change from time to time. Essentially, every 2 months it changes. So the title of this video is going to have the most up-to-date promo code, so it might not be LOE by the time you're watching it. Click submit. There you go. You get an extra 5% on all of your purchases in the Legend of Elements. If you go up here, you can see I'm already getting a 7% bonus on every purchase in addition to this 5%. So now my total bonus is 12%. You can see how this works actually. Let's go in here and you can see there are perks based on the amount of money you've spent in Aptoide. Your bonus keeps increasing, right? So you can see at level 1, which is the initial one, it was a 5% bonus. Although honestly, I think to unlock it, you might have to make at least one purchase. So buy a 25-cent thing to unlock this, because sometimes I've noticed it's locked until you actually make some purchase. So just to be safe, if it's your first time, make a 25-cent purchase. Make sure this is active before you make any other purchases. Then level 2, you get 6%, and you needed to spend at least $20 to get there. And you can see, as you keep spending more, stage 4 is giving 8.5%, 10% at 5, 12% at 6, 14% at 7, and 16% at 8. Now, if you're a big spender, well, you're getting 18% at 9. You get a bunch of other priority support and all these other stuff as well if you have that sort of spending. But you do need to have $25,000 spent. And then if you've spent $50,000, you're looking at a 20%, right? Plus the 5% with my promo code, that's 25. The remaining 10% that you can get is special days. Now, they have done it in other games. I don't know when they're going to do it for Legend of Elements, but you can see here, right, extra 5%, extra 5%, extra 5%. These are special days. Here you can see Mech Arena, 10%, a different game, but it's currently active. Anyone in this game is getting 10% extra bonus on top of all of the ones that we've talked about above. So you can see how these bonus days work. I don't see any bonus days for our particular game, but you might be able to see it if you go down here. Okay, so we've done all the steps now. Now it's time to see it in action. Let's go back to the Legend of Elements and let's try to make some purchases. Now let's go to this Megite fund, right? And there's this $0.99 pack here. Well, if I click it, you can see there's going to be a pop-up that's going to show up, and it's going to show you that, the price is 0.99. But if I purchase it using, let's say, credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Amazon Pay, I'm getting a 12 cents bonus. Now, this 12 cents is actually a cashback, right? So I'm going to be charged to $0.99 on my credit or debit card, and then I'm going to get a 12 cents bonus, which is going to be added to my Aptoide balance, right? So I have 20.67 right now. That would become 20.79 if I actually make this purchase. And at the same time, you can see active promo code SKYLOE 10x. 10x means how many uses are remaining, right? So if you click there, 10 uses left, which means that you are good to make 10 more purchases this month. Now, I didn't mention this before, but you can only use my promo code 10 times every 30 days on a rolling basis, right? So every 30 days, you get 10 extra uses of this. So you know what I'll do? I'm going to make the purchase using my credit card, and I'm going to show you how I get the extra balance of the cashback. So let's go ahead and do that. And of course, I cut you out, but I made that purchase. You can see that the Megites are unlocked. Let's declare all, get these 1,000 currencies. I do definitely need these a lot. And you know what? I could go ahead and show you. Let's go to another daily deal, 49 cents one. Okay, so we click that. We see this pop up open again. And now you can see I have 9 of these attempts left to make any purchases. Of course, what I did was probably not a good idea, right? If I only have 10 uses of this, I shouldn't be using it on a 99-cent pack, right? I should be using it on a $100, $200, $300 pack. And then, you know what? Instead of these small ones, because then I'm going to run out really soon, right? So now you can see the balance went up, as I mentioned earlier, right? It went up to 20.79. So I got that AppCoins bonus. And you know what? I could actually use the AppCoins bonus to make this purchase if I want. Let's do that. Click this. And there you go. The purchase was made using my balance. And that's pretty much how it works, right? You can use your credit card to make purchases to get certain packs. That's going to give you a certain bonus cashback. In my case, you can see that I was getting 12% cashback on each purchase. In your case, you could be higher, right? If you end up spending a little bit more than me, you'd be in a higher bracket. Or if it's going to be one of those special days, that'll be even higher. And yeah, that's how you can keep collecting these bonuses. And honestly speaking, since you're only limited to a certain number of purchases every month, you probably want to consider purchasing currencies that you can then use on other packs, right? Instead of buying smaller packs using this, I think this sort of currency, you can use it instead of actual cash, right? So for example, you decide to buy a $300 pack, you could do that, and then you get the bonus on this $300. Then any small purchases that you make, you can just use these currencies for that. So that's a good strategy that I've been recommending in other games as well, right? Just buy these coins, get the bonus on them, and then use these coins for smaller purchases. Now I will mention something, full transparency. Sometimes the price that's stated here and the price that shows up in that screen can be a little different, right? This is showing up as 103.21 as opposed to $100. I'm not sure what really drives the price difference. I think it might be some currency conversion thing. You may actually see a different one on your screen, but I've noticed that sometimes the price is actually lower than the actual listed price. Now here you can see it's about 3.2% higher than the actual listed price. You're still in a benefit because you're getting $12.39 with just my bonus, although you're being charged 3.21 more than the listed price. But sometimes I've noticed that the price of like packs that are worth $20 are coming up as 19, and other times I've noticed, certain other packs are actually coming off cheaper. So you know what, just take a look at what the prices are, right? If it's the price is right, that's good. If the price is lower, that makes the deal even better. Like there was a time when I saw that $20 pack for 19 or $50 for 47, right? So you're saving an extra there. So it's not always that the price is higher, it might actually be lower. I guess it depends a little bit on luck. Now, of course, I will talk to the Aptoide representatives to see if we can make it a little bit base price, but I know sometimes people come and talk to me about this. I just wanted to put it out there that there might be certain fluctuations in the prices, which probably has to do with the currency exchange rates or something, right? All right, and finally, you probably are wondering, how does the whole system work, right? There's no free meal, and honestly, here's how it goes. Aptoide is the app store, just like Apple, and as you all know, Apple takes a cut on every single purchase you make. So in this case, now that we're changing the App Store to Aptoide, Aptoide gets a cut, right? They give me a little bit as well. Thank you so much for using my promo code, by the way. So I get a little bit of a share in any purchase that you make as well. Aptoide gets a little bit of a share as well. The game developers get their amount, right? They probably don't care if you're using Google, Apple, or Aptoide. Now what Aptoide is doing is that they're giving you back a share of it, right? So you're making a purchase, they're getting a cut, and compared to the Apple App Store, right, they're giving you a cashback as a way of thanking you for using their App Store. So that's how the money is created, right? So it's not like money is being created out of nowhere. It's essentially that Aptoide is charging lesser fees for themselves as opposed to other app stores. That's how you're able to get some cashback on every purchase. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you have questions, join our Discord. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Do use my promo code. However, keep in mind that you are limited in how many times you can use it. So use it on higher value purchases. And I hope you save a lot of money. And I will thank you if you're using my promo code, because then you're benefiting me as well and supporting the channel. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one.